It began with a blip, just a faint signature, barely a whisper, beneath the waves of the South China Sea. American sonar buoys picked it up for less than 4 seconds before it vanished. But in that short window, something was clear. It wasn't a whale. It wasn't a manned vessel. And it was moving unlike anything the US Navy had ever seen. By the time the Pentagon confirmed the anomaly, Chinese state media had already published a cryptic headline: PLA naval innovation enters new era of intelligent underwater dominance. No photos, no specs, just a single quote from a defense official. They will never see us coming. Welcome to the story of China's AI-controlled stealth submarine, a weapon so silent, so autonomous, and so advanced that it may already be rewriting the rules of naval warfare. For decades, submarines have relied on secrecy and human instinct. Sub-captains trained for years to master the art of sonar evasion, silent running, and battlefield decision-making. But China is betting on something else, removing the human altogether. At the heart of this gamble lies one of the most ambitious military AI projects in the world, an underwater ghost that thinks for itself. And no one's entirely sure how to stop it. Let's rewind. In 2018, China's Central Military Commission quietly approved a new initiative called Project 912, a classified effort to build an AI-capable underwater vehicle that could operate for extended periods without communication from human operators. At first, Western analysts dismissed it. The idea of a truly autonomous submarine, one that could independently navigate, avoid detection, and make combat decisions, seemed far-fetched. But China wasn't joking. They poured resources into their National University of Defense Technology and the Harbin Engineering University, both known for their work in AI and naval architecture. By 2021, leaked academic papers revealed that China had developed a prototype AI decision system capable of simulating submarine combat scenarios at superhuman speeds. By 2023, the AI had logged over 3 million hours of simulated underwater operations. Then came the hardware. China's new generation of submarines, particularly the Type 095 nuclear attack sub, had already drawn attention for their quieter engines and streamlined hulls. But according to naval intelligence leaks, a modified version of this class was built with no crew quarters, no manual periscope, no oxygen recycling system. Why? Because there was no one inside. This variant, known by NATO analysts as Shadowfish, is believed to be China's first fully autonomous stealth submarine. Outfitted with AI guidance, deep-sea sonar processing, and quantum navigation, the Shadowfish can roam without surfacing for weeks, perhaps even months. Its job isn't just to collect intelligence, it's to hunt. Imagine an underwater predator that doesn't sleep, doesn't eat, and doesn't get scared. It detects the electromagnetic whisper of an American carrier group from 200 miles away. It creeps silently along the thermocline, adjusting its depth based on tidal models it learned through machine analysis of over 100 years of oceanographic data. It identifies a weakness in the carrier group's formation, and it waits. When the US Navy tested its P-8 Poseidon aircraft over the same region days later, their sonobuoys detected nothing. The sea was calm. Too calm, and that's what worried them most. The potential threat of an AI submarine goes far beyond stealth. It's about decision time. Human captains need to gather intel, consult protocol, double-check sensors, and weigh political consequences. An AI doesn't. It processes a threat scenario, calculates odds, and acts, all in under a second. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's strategic automation. And in war, a split-second advantage can mean everything. Some defense experts believe this isn't just a technological leap. It's a strategic weapon designed to neutralize US naval dominance. A single autonomous sub could patrol contested waters, like the Taiwan Strait or the Philippine Trench, without fear of detection, fatigue, or insubordination. And if tensions rise, Beijing could deny responsibility. It was a malfunction, they might say. Or even more chilling, it was never under our control. The legal implications are staggering. If an AI submarine fires a torpedo and sinks a vessel, who is accountable? The programmer? The naval commander? The AI itself? International maritime law isn't ready for this. Neither are we. And unlike drones or traditional submarines, these AI-operated vessels don't need constant contact with command centers. They're designed for autonomy, which means fewer breadcrumbs to trace. Even more unsettling are rumors that Shadowfish isn't alone. Intelligence sources suggest that China has begun deploying a network of undersea sensor nodes across the South China Sea. These are small, autonomous buoys equipped with hydrophones, machine learning processors, and encrypted communication relays. Together, they form an AI-powered underwater surveillance grid. A brain beneath the sea. Every sound, every ripple, every ship, tracked, logged, analyzed, and responded to by the nearest autonomous hunter. China's naval strategy is now shifting from reactive defense to preemptive awareness. These underwater networks learn and adapt. They detect patterns of movement, classify vessel types, and may even begin to predict Western naval maneuvers. This isn't just surveillance, it's anticipation, and the more data these systems collect, the better they become at intercepting intruders before they even realize they're being watched. Meanwhile, US naval intelligence is scrambling to respond. DARPA has launched its own deep-sea AI initiatives, including ghost subs designed to patrol key choke points like the Strait of Hormuz, but the urgency has shifted. No one wants to be the side that gets caught flat-footed. No one wants their first warning to come after the torpedo leaves the tube. And here's the most terrifying part. Shadowfish doesn't need to fire a shot to win. Its mere presence, suspected, not confirmed, is enough to shift US naval operations away from contested zones, to force rerouting, to induce hesitation. That hesitation is strategic victory, psychological warfare at its most efficient. There are whispers among retired naval officers that this is the beginning of a new kind of arms race, not one driven by raw firepower, but by autonomous presence, silent threats, invisible hunters, war machines that never sleep. So where does this end? Does China already have multiple AI subs lurking in the Pacific? Is the Shadowfish just a prototype or the first of a fleet? We don't know. And that's the point. This isn't a game of chess where you see your opponent's pieces. This is a game of ghosts, and one side is teaching those ghosts how to think. One day a US destroyer might detect a faint signature, just like that original blip. Only this time, they'll know what it is. And the question won't be whether they can track it. The question will be, can they survive it?